These are the headlines for today evening. Bitcoin, Ethereum post gains as crypto market shares Bankman-Fried's arrest inflation data. Apple to allow external iOS apps in potential boon for crypto NFTs. Australia to launch crypto licensing regime to modernize financial system. Celsius seeks $7.7 million from Voyager's estate as bankruptcy cases intervene. Binance CEO CZ warns staff of turbulent times. Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Cryptocurrency markets bounced on Wednesday after the US Bureau of Labor Statistics published the numbers for the Consumer Price Index bettered expectations that boosted investors' sentiments. US CPI for November came at 7.1% lower than expectation, which spurred major cryptocurrencies Bitcoin and Ethereum to trade with gains of more than 4%. And now let's see how the global cryptocurrency market is performing today. The global cryptocurrency market cap was trading higher around $873 billion, gaining as much as 3.5% in the last 24 hours. The total trading volume jumped as much as 30% to $48 billion. Cryptocurrency prices took a wide turn after a cooler than anticipated inflation report was announced, hoping for signs that Fed's tone will be less hawkish. Meanwhile, in a recent news, it was observed that investors withdrew as much as $3 billion from Binance, according to blockchain analytics firm Nansen. Binance had already seen its highest daily withdrawals since June, the analytics firm Nansen quoted. Binance CEO CZ mentioned that things have stabilized and the deposits are coming back in. Stock futures were cautious as investors await the Federal Reserve's latest interest rate hike decision in its effort to crush inflation, set to be delivered later in the day. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures rose 22 points or 0.06%. Futures tied to the S&P 500 were roughly flat and those on the Nasdaq 100 ticked up by 0.1%. IC15 index of cryptocurrencies was trading up by 3.5% at 26,340 points. Bitcoin was trading at $17,800, up 3.5%. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, rallied, reaching highest level in the month after US Bureau of Labor Statistics published the Consumer Price Index, which came at cooler than expected at 7.1%. Next on the list, Ethereum, the second largest crypto, was up by 4.2%, trading at $1,321. BNB was up 3% to trade at $274. Polygon Matic was trading up by 3% to trade at $0.91. Next on the list, Solana Sol was up 6.8% and was trading at $13. Next on the list, Cardano's ADA token was up by 2.3% to trade at $0.31. Doge, the popular meme coin, was trading up by 2.5% at $0.090. Shiba Inu was trading up by 4%. Next on the list, Avalanche AVAX was trading at $13.7, higher 7%. Ripple's XRP token traded at $0.39, up by 2.5%. And last on the list, Polkadot was up by 3.6% to trade at $5. And now back to the headlines. Apple's walled garden ecosystem design has enabled it to take up to a 30% cut of iOS app and service sales, to the frustration of users and creators alike. But a new report suggests that Apple is planning to open up its ecosystem, a move that may benefit apps built around NFTs and possibly expand the ability to make mobile crypto payments. Apple plans to enable the installation of apps from external sources outside of its own App Store on iPhones and iPads, according to sources familiar with the plans. The changes are being made in response to the European Union's Digital Markets Act, which requires tech companies to fully comply with restrictions by 2024. According to the report, the rollout of support for external apps from third-party sources and marketplaces will initially begin only in Europe to comply with the new law. However, the functionality could be expanded to other territories depending on whether those countries adopt similar regulations. Australia will introduce a new framework for regulating crypto firms next year as part of wider plans to modernize the country's financial system. In a statement, Treasurer Jim Chalmers and Assistant Treasurer Stephen Jones said regulatory architecture had not kept pace with changes in the market, including the advent of new digital products and services. A consultation paper will be released in early 2023 to determine what digital assets should be regulated and help put in place appropriate custody and licensing rules. The move represents the next steps for the relatively new government, which came to power in May under Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. Lawyers for bankrupt lender Celsius are seeking to claw back $7.7 million from the estate of rival Voyager as judges wrangle over the exact legal status of Celsius assets. The US Bankruptcy Code allows clawbacks of transactions that took place up to 3 months before Celsius filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on July 13. Documents filed in a court in the Southern District of New York in the early hours of Wednesday morning said. Voyager maintained earned accounts with Celsius, which earned significant rewards for its users, the filing said, citing Voyager transactions of $7.7 million between Celsius accounts, of which $5.9 million was withdrawn during the crucial 90-day period. Section 547 of the Bankruptcy Code allows Celsius to claw back that cryptocurrency. Other withdrawals and transfers could also be subject to challenge, Celsius said, but added that the figure was still small in Voyager's total pool of $1.85 billion in unsecured claims. Binance's Chief Executive Officer, CZ, has warned his staff to expect turbulent times ahead as the giant crypto exchange sees a wave of crypto outflows amid concerns about its financial health, according to an internal memo. While we expect the next several months to be bumpy, we will get past this challenging period and we will be stronger for having been through it, CZ wrote to his staff. Binance saw crypto withdrawals worth more than $900 million early this week as users took direct custody of their coins in the wake of widespread criticism of the exchange's audit report published last week. With regard to questions on the temporary halt of withdrawals of USDC, because we auto-convert USDC to BUSD in order to retain large liquidity pools, we generally retain USDC deposits for future withdrawals, CZ said in the memo. CZ said that Binance is facing a lot of extra scrutinies and tough questions, referring to recent withdrawals while assuring that the organization is built to last and will survive any crypto winter. And now let's go to Ruchi to get an update on the 3 buzzing stocks of the day.
DogeCoin transactions of $1 million or more unexpectedly reached a significant number for the first time in December 2022. Transactions in the $100,000 range, like those in the 7-figure range, increased to 179. Whales, on the other hand, had made several transactions prior to the recent update. The move came after a decline in positive sentiment. While the whales had the potential to create an upside, sentiment showed that investors decided to cast doubts as positive sentiment fell to 357. This drop, however, was insufficient to cause a spike into the negative. According to the on-chain platform's report, Doge's negative sentiment has shrunk to 234. Doge was trading at $0.091, up 2.2% in the past 24 hours with a market capitalization of $12 billion. ETH staking platform Lido Finance suffered a decline in its total value logged in the last week due to a decline in the value of native tokens, including Polygon's Matic, Solana's SOL, and leading altcoin ETH. Lido's TVL stood at $6.2 billion, having fallen by over 2% in the last 7 days. Lido, in a tweet, confirmed that the decline in TVL was due to the decline in price suffered by ETH, Matic, and SOL within the same period. Native tokens price decrease dragged Lido TVL down, Lido tweeted. In addition to the decrease in TVL, Lido's staking annual percentage rate fell to 4.68%. This drop in staking APR came a month after Lido set an all-time high of 10.21% on the platform, according to Dune Analytics data. According to Lido, the drop in APR was caused by lower Ethereum network activity at the moment, resulting in moderate execution layer rewards. LDO was trading at $1.15, up 9.70% in the past 24 hours, with a market capitalization of $3 million. ApeCoin staking began on November 6, much to the delight of its holders who were anticipating future benefits. Awards were first earned on December 12th, according to the official staking site's guidelines. Despite the excitement surrounding the implementation of staking, Ape prices appear to be unrelated to this on-chain action. Within the first 24 hours of the Ape Foundation launching token staking, $30 million in tokens were deposited in the contract. The official staking contract had already received approximately $32 million in Ape in a single day, along with a large number of Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape NFTs. ApeCoin was trading at $4.05, up 1.32% in the past 24 hours, with a market capitalization of $1 billion.
Thank you, Ruchi. Well, that's all in today's special bulletin. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off. For more such updates, please like, share, and subscribe to 3.0 TV.